We are very busy people. We always have things to do and places to go. With electronic devices on us, anyone can contact us through a text message, an email, a phone call, or even an alert from any organization. We often don't have a lot of spare time. We are physical people, we are psychological people, and we are spiritual people. Physically, we do all kinds of things to take care of ourselves. Maybe we walk or run or jog or go to the gym. Hopefully we have time to go to a doctor to get our physical well-being assessed. Psychologically, we work on things. Mentally, we go to school for many years. Most of us receive a lot of education. The question becomes, what are we doing for ourselves spiritually? How do we work on our souls? Do we go to Mass? Do we have time to pray, real prayer? Do we have time to read Scripture? Do we have time to converse with other Christians about real spiritual things, spiritual substance? Do we put these things off? It is not hard to do. Today is the memorial of St. Augustine, and Augustine teaches us that we should not wait. He was an immoral young man. He put things off. He put the Christian life off. He studied philosophy and rhetoric, and eventually God would touch his heart, and in his confessions he would say about God, "Late have I loved you, beauty ever ancient, beauty ever new. I thought you were without, but you were within." He tells us that rhetoric is not the most important thing, but a relationship with God is. In our first reading today from St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, St. Paul tells us he does not come to speak eloquent words, but to share an event, the fact that Christ was crucified, died, and resurrected. This is what St. Paul has to share with us. What is our response to it? In the Gospel today, from the 25th chapter of Matthew, we're given the parable of the 10 virgins. 5 are wise, and 5 are foolish. 5 have oil for their lamps, which produce light, and 5 do not. They are unprepared for the bridegroom being the arrival of Christ. The question is, will we be prepared? Will we be prepared for God, and will we be prepared for the afterlife? Really, we have the time, if we want to have the time, to spend with God and to spend with our spiritual lives and to spend time examining things and growing closer to God. St. Augustine would tell us, I'm sure, as well as St. Paul, the best time for the development of our spiritual lives is now.